Today we're taking a look at one of the newest VTXs on the market. It is a feature-packed VTX made by Matek. Core here with Crash and Burn Racing, and welcome back to another video. Start things off, let's go over what you will get in the package with your VTX. You will get your SMA cable here, and also you will receive a whip antenna, which is a nice addition. And with it, you also get two shrink covers to go with it. So that's a very nice option to put it over so this metal area won't contact anything and short something out. Now let's do a quick rundown on the specs on this VTX. It is a variable power with 25, 200, and 500 milliwatt options. It does have two buttons to change your power and your channel / frequency. It will take 7 to 27 volts input. You do have 40 channels, A, B, F, E, and R. This pad right here is your smart audio input. It is firmware upgradable with a rumor of possibly having 48 channels in the future. A 5 volt, 1 amp back, which is very useful in case you need to run more than just your camera off of it. It weighs 5.5 grams. So all of this is only $30, which I find a very, very good price point. The board I was running before, which was also $30, was the SP2 from Diatone with no OSD built in, because I mean nowadays you don't need it because it's built into your flight controller. But this is a very, very competitive board, I think, especially compared to the Unify Pro, which is almost twice the price of this guy. And the one thing I also really like about it is I really like being able to directly solder my wires here, no connectors, so that's a great feature. So the thing that this will be going on, let me get zoomed out here real quick. I will be connecting my Matek VTX to my Betaflight F3 board here, and there's not really a whole lot of changes I need to do. In fact, there's no changes. I just have to add one wire, which I'll be adding down right here to the UART number 3 so that we can change channels on here. So I'm gonna get this all wired up, and then we'll come back, see how it's connected, and we'll go over how to get this thing set up to work out right. I've got everything now soldered up. I have my TX wire running down to TX3, which is UART3, and everything else is pretty much the same. Got battery voltage set up on this board to run out of these two wires, which is filtered, running into the power in here, and then of course the red and the black here is going to the camera to power it, and the video is going to the video out on the board because the video in is coming from the camera here, and that's what allows you to see your the extra settings in your OSD and your goggles. So now this is all set up, we're going to go over to Betaflight and do one more thing. We're now connected up to Betaflight, and all we got to do is go to ports, and on UART 3, which is what we soldered that wire to, you're going to go over to peripherals, and you're going to select IRC Tramp and click save and reboot, and that's all you got to do in here. Now with everything set up right and hooked up, we're now ready to go into our menu. So we're going to pitch forward and yaw left, and that'll bring up our first main menu. And we're going to go to Features. Then we're going to go to VTX TR. And here is where you'll be able to change your channel, or excuse me, your band right here. Change your channel here, and you can also see your frequency, which is really nice. And you can change your power down here. So real quick, we're going to change the power to 200, set, confirm yes, and now we should see our LED switch to 200, which it did, so that's good. And it's blinking because it hasn't quite set it yet, and now oh, there it goes. So that's working, and now we're going to go to band. Here we can change our band, so we're going to go to, we're going to actually leave it on Fat Shark. We're going to change our channel down to, let's go to 1. And we're going to go to set, confirm yes. When we back out, it will change. Alright, there we have lost our video. But another thing I really like about this VTX here is that you have the option of using smart audio, but you don't have to. You can still use the buttons. You still have the LED or the LEDs to display your frequency and channel, which I really like. So you can actually use this, and then later on, if you feel like you want to set up your smart audio, you can. So you're not tied down to one or the other. To change our channel back to F7, we're going to do it manually here, so I can show you how to use these two buttons here. So if you hit A, that will actually give you the option of what you want to change. Right now it's blinking for your band, so you change your band, hit A again, now you can change your channel, hit it again, and now you can change your power, and B will scroll through what you want. So we're going to go back to 25, hit A, hold down A again, and then we're going to actually leave it on Fat Shark channel, and we're going to go back to channel 7. So I want to go over some temperature readings real quick, and this is my setup. I've got my fan coming in here, and it's going to blow a nice gentle breeze over my video transmitter here. And this isn't quite the same airflow as what you'd have if you were flying, but it should be pretty close considering I have the top plate off, which will allow a little bit more air to come over. So we'll test this at 25, 200, and 500 and see how hot it gets. Alright, so we've been running for 3 minutes at 25 milliwatts. Let's get a quick temperature reading. And we are hovering right around 38 degrees Celsius. Now we're on 200 milliwatts. Give it a quick reading. And we are hovering right about 45 degrees Celsius, which it hit about 2 minutes in, so that seems to be the max temp at 200. Now it's been 3 minutes at 500 milliwatts. And we are looking at just under 6 degrees Celsius, which has been hovering right around there between the 2 and 3 minute mark, so not bad. The VTX is now set to 25 milliwatts, and I wanted to have no airflow just to see how hot it gets when it's sitting. And we're looking at about almost 7 degrees Celsius. So just like any VTX, when you're sitting still with no airflow, it's going to get pretty warm to the touch. Well, that wraps up this review / setup of this Matek VTX. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them. If you're interested in purchasing this VTX, I will put a link below in the description where you can purchase it from Race Day Quads. That's where I got mine from, and for only 30 bucks, I have to highly recommend this VTX. This thing is great. This is definitely going to be my go-to VTX. So if you like this video, please give it a like, and if you disliked it, give it a dislike and let me know why. I am Corey with Crash and Burn Racing, and thank you for watching.